every now and then I'll have a song that pops up into my head, and then I'm singing it over the day, and then usually, eventually, it comes to a point where I'm thinking like, what am I singing on? I've been singing on this all day, and then I start to dissect the lyric of what it is that I'm singing a little bit more, and then I realize like, oh, this is completely irrelevant to what I'm actually going through in my life in this moment. And today I was running around all morning and singing this song, "The show must go on." I'm not a great singer, and I was singing it way louder, like, "The show must go," like this. And what is important about this today is that I know that you've been embodying more of who you authentically are, just as I have been doing that. I'm not alone in this boat, and I know that all of you that are watching my video, you're on the same journey as me, coming back home again into your inner self, daring to take space again, just daring to see yourself and be open to who you are and to be vulnerable with who you are, and actually to go out there and claim things as if you were worthy of the best that's available here in this world. And this song just keeps coming up for me today. You know, the show must go on, because I have been, stepping more into my authentic self lately, but also over the last month or two or so, it's also been challenging, and I've had periods where I sink back. I might have a week or two where I'm really in the flow of things, and then something unexpected happens, and then you're like, oh, now I'm caught up in the turmoil of life and the things that I'm doing. And then you kind of lose track, and it's like that permission that you initially gave to yourself to be who you really are and to go out, it feels like you kind of almost lost it a little bit as you fall back into your old patterns, and then you can get stuck in that space for a little while where you're hiding yourself. You keep yourself busy with perhaps playing video games or working or whatever it is that you've been doing for a long time to sort of escape and to not be connected to your authentic self. And this video is for you today, because it's okay to fall back into your old patterns. It is in fact very natural, very, very natural. It happens because stepping into and embodying who you authentically are and taking space and being seen by others for who it is that you really are, it is triggering. And as you're doing that, obviously you have to kind of learn how to do it again, because that's just how it kind of works. You have to learn how to stay in this space. And when you fall back a little bit again into those old patterns because of this natural process of kind of 2 steps forwards, 1 step back, a little bit like this all the time, that you have a lot of compassion for yourself, but to also eventually kind of realize like, oh my God, the show must go on. I'm not going to be mad at myself or angry about that, I went off the bandwagon for a little bit, that I went off trail for a little while and wandered off again. Now I'm gonna go on. I'm going to continue where I left off, and the show must go on. And you're meant to be seen, my friend. You're meant to take a lot of space. That's just the nature of who it is that you are. You demand a lot of space because you're a very powerful and big, energy that requires a lot of space. And you're meant to be seen by others, but first and foremost by yourself, because that is how all of this works. No one else can see you more than you have first seen yourself. Sometimes we crave recognition, validation from an outside source, but we don't actually need it from an outside source. It's only that we get confused by it as we lose touch with the reality of things, that only we can give ourselves validation. Only we ourselves can see us, because no one else is connected deeply to your energy and in the presence of it. You are individually connected to that. Only you can see this. We can of course get fooled into believing that, if I explain myself perfectly, or if I do things in the exact right way, then finally this person will understand this. But that's never going to be the case, because no one can understand what's going on within here other than you. And the more that you give yourself space to exist as you are with your awareness, just allowing yourself to live and be who you are in this moment, authentically express yourself and do the things that you're doing, you're cultivating that space within yourself through seeing yourself. And then the more that you're seeing in yourself and creating space for yourself in here, the more other people are gonna start doing that too. They're gonna start creating space for you because you naturally take up space because of this natural process of the space that you created within yourself, right? And people will start respecting you for it also. You don't doubt it anymore because that was just an insecurity from the fact that you didn't give yourself the space, right? You didn't see yourself. And so other people are not going to see you either because that's how you are treating yourself. I'm not going to see myself, and then other people are like, oh, this person is not seeing or validating themselves, and then I won't do it either, you know? It's just a reflection. Get back on that horse again, my friend, and just keep moving along because the show must go on.